Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Well, it's actually happening.
Okay, yeah, Rascal's gonna do it. He's gonna take away the tank. It did a lot of not dying until it died because he was the last man standing sort of stuff, but it is gonna be out by Sponge. And needs 5 of those to bring out the Void Mites, which we... I just can't stop. Emperor's Divide going to throw Satab under the turret. He's going to get the flash with the shockwave. The knockup comes in, and that's first blood. Was that planned?
Gotta imagine it was. Here in this jungle 2v2, where I think.
Oh, bubble coming down. That bait was gorgeous. Peter gonna have to flash as well. No flashes remaining, as there's a flash forward from Sylvie. Does get a counter-strike onto Teddy. Immediately he cleanses. Decent movement speed up. There is the bubble. Does manage to stop him, but it's not enough. And there is the first kill for Nongshim.
Dragging Nongshim their way back into the game has become incredibly hard. Now it becomes about whether they can keep Sponge away. They have more than enough damage.
Sure. Absolutely adorable. Little void potatoes. And that is going to be a heroic charge. Nice bubble to layer that CC. Tidal wave. And Sylvie just couldn't do anything. He was told that he wasn't able to move until he was dead.
Style Poppy. As we take another look here, Sylvie.
Peter's put in a bubble. Double tapped by Teddy here, and that's a shockwave. Satab's down here on the bottom side. Barrier comes out and keeps G out of turret. He's going to be the trade.
Yeah, and while it comes, when it comes to macro, I think DRX, if they can get this turret, would be big. Might go down still. Teddy?
Yeah, just Olmi not quite finding his R button too many times this game.
Satab.
The turret has now been removed. Teddy just trying to escape from this one. Command Protect will make sure that he's going to stay alive. Olmi does reconstruct a turret, but Satab just says, nah, you're dead, buddy. Going to be able to grab that kill with Teddy's help. As Olmi throws out the Emperor's Divide and just does not get any joy from it. Teddy going the other direction. And then Olmi just a sitting duck, or a sitting pigeon, as it were.
You know what happened to Dundun? So Teddy playing as aggressive as he is really good to see.
I'm just impressed by Sponge towards the pit. We'll have to see which version of that. Oh my goodness, Teddy can interrupt us as Jiwoo's almost just dead. Kolmi finds the Emperor's Divide, though he's swept up and destroyed. Pleta has to flash away. Rascal staying in amongst it, but not quite able to do enough here.
Where they're in a pretty large deficit. Satab.
Okay, gonna flash out of the way of the counter-strike, but Peter is going to be there. Now Teddy just gonna back up his mid laner. Sylvie's still wanting a little bit more. Piercing Light. Lots of damage, but Kolmi teleports in. Sponge. Okay, can he find something? The answer's no just yet. Oh, gets the cleanse out. Flash heroic charge was decent. Not enough, but here comes Rascal. Does manage to find the stun onto Jiwoo here, and that is a Jiwoo's gonna get destroyed. Sponge goes down. Rascal, will he be able to keep them at bay? As Dundun's trying to be the hero, finds the Nara into the wall. Oh! 1 versus 3! Manages to get a kill, and Teddy has to...
Being blown, flashes being thrown into nothingness. And in the end, Nongshim,
they do get the Scryer down, but this is dying so quickly.
That's gone!
Azir and the Aphelios, that is so much damage. Dundun just gonna try and keep them at bay, and the Baron is taken. Nongshim, what a play. Dundun gonna be sacrificed, but a worthy sacrifice indeed. Because everybody else with a purple buff. Rascal moving towards the turret, they'll take a consolation trade. Still, fantastic here for Nongshim.
Felt like they were very safe to get themselves to that second Drake. Obviously going to get a lot of value with the Poppy, with the Udyr from multiple...
acquired now, making their way out onto the Rift. Kolmi collecting yet another structure. But now completed as well for Jiwoo. Bit of extra armor penetration to augment the rest of the build. So he's looking pretty scary. Next fight should be for the Baron. It's in goes Kolmi. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide. Only onto 2 though, as he does use his Zhonya's. Teddy gonna get taken out first though, and now the blender has started. Jiwoo's guns aren't optimal, but they seem good enough for this one. Double bubble, gorgeous from Pleta. Might buy them a little bit of space. The flash out from Sponge. He is Poppy, he is pretty quick. I don't think he's gonna be able to escape from this one. Another bubble, heroic charge, and maybe he'll be... No, never mind, he's dead. Gee, we're going to be able to secure that one, and another Baron on a silver platter for Nongshim.
And all they had to give up was Kolmi. Last time it was Dundun sacrificing himself. This time it's Call Me, and you gotta know when you go for that play, you are not getting out. Zhonya's or not, but Nongshim make the call, they see the angle, and that's going to be another Baron. As Rascal definitely is gonna get out of
I love the angry bee as well. It's like,
pushing
I'm gonna
in.
get you.
Wants to make sure that...
Like you spoke about before, that is about the lead here for Nongshim. Plus or minus an extra 1,000, that will be all. Okay.
A Hail Mary play, a big ultimate from him, could still salvage his game. Sylvie.
Yeah, Bubble does come in. He just gets thrown into the bouncy castle. Knock up there onto Jiwoo. He's in the front line. Rascal, not quite enough damage available, though, to try and stop him. And the ulti comes through from the Melio to keep Jiwoo through to avoid the Emperor's Divide. Shockwave comes in, and now Teddy, he's going to be tanking up the Sun Disc. Another bubble from Pleta is really nice. Just buying some time, I guess, is Call Me, as Sponge does pick it up. And that is going to be in trade for an inhibitor turret. So I guess, you know, all right, they're going for it. Moonlight Vigil to try and soften them up as Pleta in the back of the pit is taking so much damage. Now, Sylvie was over the wall looking for a steal. It's going to be the secure. Whether it's really worth it is Dundun going to be able to grab an inhibitor. They are playing the late game map really beautifully on the Nongshim side. And there's another Counter-Strike. Teddy with the... Oh, he survives and Jiwoo dives forward. Teddy still trying to sling the line around, and it's 80 carry for 80 carry. They lose their Oriana as well, though. And Dundun, he's like, well, I started. I may as well keep going. Sylvie also still alive as Rascal just doesn't. Unfortunately, cooldown is back up again. Empress Divide going to be big as into the backline goes Sylvie. Steadfast Presence going to deny it though, and Teddy says goodnight to the Jax. Empress Divide onto just one as Sponge goes in, and the Moonlight Vigil to follow up. Teddy just getting eviscerated here by the massive Aphelios. Poppy gonna fall down first, but now they're limping away from this fight, and Jiwoo, he's looking like he's hit critical mass, Chronicler. It's looking so difficult to...
Oh my god, he's so there. But Baron is going to be taken here by Nongshim.
And Rascal, he doesn't have Smite, but he does see the Baron go down.
That's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Well, they're getting it anyways.
Yeah.
Sponge?
Dundun, he's running around the map. Another culling to come in here as Dundun going to be sacrificed for the good of the colony once again. Man, that Sundisk just really tearing control. But I feel like this could go any way, because now it's just up to one team fight. Could be an Elder. Sponge getting torn apart. There's a Flash Emperor's Divide. Jiwoo grabs the kill on the Poppy. It was Rascal who got swept up, so he's not going to die just yet, but it may be an inevitability that DRX can have to
he's running!
Never mind, just going to escape, I guess. He gets knocked up. Jiwoo just runs towards them. Pleta just gets flanked by Dundun. Okay, good night, Satab. He's going to be taken down as Teddy's culling finds not a whole lot more than air. And Jiwoo is so incredibly scary. The flashes forward as Sylvie dives on top of the Udyr, and he does eventually die. One Nexus turret to be taken down, and then Nongshim will take game number 1 here in the spring season start of 2014. 2014? 2024. Where am I? Who am I? Nongshim just won.
Now, what...